Good morning. I am so excited to be able to share Activating Aroma Yoga with you guys. So, if we have not met, my name is Rachel and I have been using essential oils and natural plant-based products for almost 6 years. So I got into them honestly purely for physical reasons. So I had a lot of hair loss, I had a lot of acne. I just had these things that were purely physical. They weren't going away. I didn't know what to do. So I thought I'd just take a shot on oils. Using them for emotional support and using them for kind of the more, mental health support and emotions and yoga and things like that were like never on my radar. I didn't even do yoga when I started using essential oils, but I just became so drawn to it because of the emotional support. So oils and yoga just kind of go together. Like they pair really well together. You can use them both separately, but together they just like compound each other. So we are going to be using Young Living essential oils. Those are the only oils we use. We trust their seed to seal promise and just the quality of them. So if you're putting oils on your skin, if you're inhaling them, using them on your body, in your body, you want to make sure that there's nothing in them that, is going to be a filler or a synthetic or is going to harm you, right? You just want the plant and you just want the pure oil. So that's why we use Young Living, and that's what I'm going to speak to today. So a couple of safety things is to always make sure that you have a fatty vegetable carrier oil on hand, something like an olive oil, coconut oil. This is called a V6 oil. It's just a blend of 6 oils that we sell with Young Living. Making sure you're not putting any oils in your eyes, ears, kind of mouth, any kind of places that are more sensitive. So when we're going to be using oils in this practice, I'm going to be getting you to put some in your hand. Just make sure you almost touch your palms together and rub them, and leave your fingertips out, because you might touch your eyes, touch your ears. You might just end up touching a different part of your body, right? So that's a little bit of it about safety. Just as a disclaimer, these thoughts are my own, no one else's, so just make sure that you do your own research and make sure that you feel safe and comfortable with whatever you're using. So I want to get you guys to grab a seat. We are going to be using a few different oils. If you don't have these, that's totally okay. You can grab whatever you have. If you don't have any, that's also cool. Just come, join, experience what the practice is. If you're ever curious about how Aroma Yoga works, we do classes every single month. There's a link in my bio, and it goes over what Aroma Yoga is. There's some different information about chakras, and you can look at some old classes there. So grab your oils. We are going to be using, I'm just going to set my watch so I remember what we're doing. We're going to be using frankincense, Northern Lights black spruce, peppermint, lemon, copaiba, believe, and peace and calming. And if you don't have these, like I said, that's fine. Just grab whatever you have. So grab a comfortable seated position and we'll get started. The intention of Activating Aroma Yoga is to cultivate the attributes of the earth, fire, and ether elements. So physical grounding, energizing, mental clarity, and spiritual connection. This class can dramatically improve symptoms such as lethargy, sadness, feeling scattered, stifled, or stuck. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position, wherever feels good for you. We're going to grab our frankincense. So frankincense is one that I like to open every practice with for an attunement. And an attunement is just a really short, kind of powerful meditation just to get us grounded and ready for our practice. And you could do this even in the morning just to start your day. So taking a drop of frankincense in your left hand, our left hand is our receiving hand. And just rubbing the oil together in your palms, making sure to not get your fingertips. Just activating the oil. So everything has energy, every plant, every person, everything has an energy. So we're just activating that energy. And I want you to take 3 slow, deep breaths in and out. Last one, deep breath in and out. Just keep your eyes closed. You can set your palms face up or face down on your knees and just listen to my voice. As you sit here, allowing your sit bones to get comfortable into the mat, sitting tall, allow yourself to just relax in this position. Allow your breath to guide you in and out, calmly finding its routine and flow. It's easy to get overwhelmed with a busy day, a to-do list, life, comparison, social media. But we always have the opportunity to tune back in to our breath, to our body, and just allow ourselves to realign. We are the ones in control of our own power, our own voice, our own life. We have the opportunity to activate each part of our life, our body, our relationship, maybe our business, our family. And that power is something that we can activate anytime we want. Allow your breath to guide you. As you sit here, imagine a grounding cord into the mat from the base of your spine, going all the way up to the top of your head and out through the sky. It's keeping you strong and tall and reminding you that you are connected to the ground in a physical sense, and you're also connected to the earth and the universe and the sky. As you go through the practice, being mindful of what comes up for you, just allowing yourself to feel it, acknowledge it, and move on. Take a few more big breaths of your frankincense. And just slowly open your eyes. As a reminder, you know your body, so if something does not feel right to you, if it is a position that you know your knees don't go, just listen to your body and you can come into a comfortable seated position anytime or into child's pose. Next, we're going to get our grounding or earth oils, so any kind of tree oil. I'm going to pick Northern Lights Black Spruce. You could pick something like Palo Santo, cypress, balsam fir, cedarwood. Tree oils are so grounding. They're so comforting. They give us confidence and strength. So we're going to put a drop in our left hand of whatever tree oil and rub your hands together a few times. So I'm going to get you to stand kind of towards the front of your mat. For me, it'll be a bit backwards. And I just want you to do a few big breaths of your oil, and then we're going to take 3 aroma yoga breaths together, so I'll guide you through that. And as you're standing here inhaling your oil, think about your intention for this class. Think about the grounding tree oil, grounding into the ground and just keeping you strong and confident and tall. We're going to do 3 aroma yoga breaths together. So it's in 4 parts. It's really easy. I'll walk you through it. On your inhale, you're going to bring your hands to your nose. Exhale, hands down to the side. Inhaling, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands down through your chest. So we're going to do 3 more of those. Inhale, hands up to the nose. Exhale, hands down to your side. Inhaling, hands high up to the sky. Exhale, hands down through your chest. Inhale, hands to the nose. Exhale, hands down to the side. Inhaling, hands high up to the sky. Exhale, hands down through your chest. Last one. Inhale, hands to the nose. Exhale, hands down to your side. Inhaling, hands high up to the sky. And exhale, hands down through your chest. So we're gonna move into some warm-up exercises and remembering our tree oils are grounding us throughout this. So have your feet about kind of hip distance apart. We're just gonna start bringing some movement into our bodies, so moving our hips, moving our arms. Just allow yourself to kind of get loose and just ground into your feet, into your hips. And think of that tree oil just washing through you. You can go as fast or slow as you want. Just getting some movement into the body. We're going to go into a polarity exercise next called Dr. Stone's Pyramid. So we can meet back in the center of our mat. And with Dr. Stone's Pyramid, it's about energy and polarity. So we're going to be taking our feet wider than our mat, facing outward, not completely outward, but kind of forward. And we're going to put our hands on each side of our legs. So our thumbs are on the inside, fingers on the outside. And when we exhale, we're going to put our hands over our, not right over our knees, but kind of over our thighs, and allow each side of your hand to go across it. So you can work your way into that. You want to keep your shoulders up, which is different than we normally do, keeping our arms straight. Just allow yourself a few breaths here. This is going to feel probably different than most of the things that you're used to. Allow yourself to just ground in this position. On your next inhale, you can bend the right shoulder into the center, keeping your arms straight. Exhale, back to center. On your next exhale, left shoulder into the center. And back to center. Heel toe your feet together. Let's take one aroma yoga breath together. Inhaling, hands to the nose. Exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, hands high up to the sky. Exhale, hands down through your chest. At any point of your practice, you can grab your oil, you can smell whatever's on your hand, you can just take that moment to just recenter and ground yourself. Okay, we're going to do a few shoulder rolls together, just to wake up our shoulders after that. So you can go backward or forward, whatever feels good to you. Just allow yourself to feel, maybe it's one at a time. And then switch to the opposite direction. We're going to work our way into Wise Woman next, which is a really powerful position. If you've got any problems with your knees or your hips, just be mindful of that. You can always put a pillow underneath you. So Wise Woman is going to be similar to Dr. Stone's Pyramid, but we're going to be in more of a squat. So you're not going to be as far away with your legs. It's going to be more of a squat, so feet about hip distance apart, pointed out a little, and you're going to work your way into a low squat. So you might need to move your legs out a little bit. You might need to have something below your bum like a pillow, and just allow yourself to go as low as you can with your shoulders up, elbows on the insides of each of your legs, palms together, and just allow yourself to feel in this position. This is a really great position for elimination, for grounding, and for your womb space. Just feel into it, whatever you're feeling. And if you need to sit back on your bum and fall out of it, you can. On your next inhale, make your way back up to standing. You may want to shake your legs a little bit. That's going to probably feel very uncomfortable if you've never done it before. It does get easier. It's a really powerful one for all your kind of grounding, your womb space, your sacral energy. We're going to grab our peppermint next. You could also grab something like Digize. And we're going to rub it on our stomachs. I like to always take a breath of my oil first so that I get it in my brain, in my limbic system, which is powerful for mood, emotions, and memory, and then I like to put it on my body. So I'm going to put a drop of peppermint in my left hand, rub it around a little bit, take a few breaths. And then I'm going to rub it on. So we're going to rub it all over our stomach. It's invigorating, it helps with digestion, stimulation. Peppermint's really tingling to the skin, so making sure you're not putting it in your eyes, your ears, and just rub it all over your stomach area. We're gonna do 5 half sun salutations. So I'm gonna walk you through one first so you can see what that is. And remember just to let your body guide you. So if this doesn't feel good, you're always welcome to adjust. So on your inhale, you're gonna bring your hands high up to the sky. Exhale, folding down, arms float. Allow your head to hang and your hands to touch the ground. On your inhale, hands up to the knees, hands up to your shins with a flat back. On your exhale, fold down. On your inhale, bending, bringing high up to the sky again. And on your exhale, hands down through your chest. So that is 1 half sun salutation. We're gonna do 5 of those together, allowing that peppermint to activate as we're bending. You can start to feel it tingle, get everything moving and energizing. This is our activating element. So, inhaling, hands high up to the sky. Exhale, fold down, swan dive, hands down. Just letting your head hang for a moment. Inhaling, hands to the shin, flat back. Exhale, fold over. Standing back up through arms high up to the chest and back to your center. So we're gonna do 4 more of those. Inhale, hands high up to the sky. Exhale, fold over, swan dive. Inhale, hands up to the shin. Exhale, hands down. Inhaling high up to the sky. Palms touch. Back through center. And just take it at your own pace and speed. Hands to your shins. Fold over. High up to the sky. Palms touch. Back through center. I think this is the last one. Inhale, hands high up to the sky, palms touch, folding over, swan dive. Allow your palms to touch the ground and your head hang. Inhaling, hands up to the shin, flat back. Fold over, allow your body just to rest. Inhaling, hands high up to the sky again, palms touch, and back through center. Now take a breath of your oil. Just allow yourself to stand in silence for a moment and feel that activation on your stomach. We're gonna grab our lemon next. So you can sit on your knees, on your heels, with your legs folded. You can have your legs crossed, whatever's comfortable to you. We're gonna go grab our lemon, which is such an activating oil for our mood. It's really great for our emotions, for our mental health, for just keeping things bright and light. So we're going to take a drop in our left hand. This is our activating hand, rubbing our hands together, activating those oils and energies. Taking 3 big breaths. This is called tenting, and tenting is a great way to allow the oils to go right into your nose, your olfactory system, into your brain and your limbic system, which is a powerhouse for your mood, your memory, your emotions. So using oils specifically for that with breath, even without yoga, is going to be so powerful for your mood. So we're going to make our way into cat-cow, which is starting in a tabletop position. So hands underneath your shoulders and knees with a flat back. You're gonna make your way into a flow that feels good for you. So on your inhale, you're gonna arch your back high up to the sky. And on your exhale, you'll round your back. Inhale, arch your back to the sky. Exhale, round over. We're gonna do 5 of those at your own pace. Listening to your breath, allowing the lemon to wash over you. Noticing what you're feeling as you're moving. Couple more. You might still feel that peppermint on your stomach. Last one. And just make your way to a neutral back. We're gonna sit back on our heels again. We're gonna do a couple twisting poses again to activate the stomach, activate those chakras and those energies. So we're gonna start with a twisting chair. So we're gonna meet up in mountain, making sure you're feeling and just being intentional about the peppermint and the lemon that you just used. We're gonna start with a squat with our hands together in prayer and a squat and just gently twist. So you're gonna twist your right shoulder, right elbow to your left knee and just look high up to the sky, allowing yourself a few breaths in this position. On your next inhale, bring your palms to center. Exhale, other elbow to your knee. Inhaling, hands back through center and stand. You might need to shake out your legs a little bit. Just allow your body to loosen up again. We're gonna grab our cultivate next and we're gonna place it neat on our belly. So starting with a drop in our left hand. Again, so you can always inhale and get the power of the scent and the aromatherapy before you're putting it on topical. So copaiba aids with digestion. It's really great for smooth muscle fatigue, and it also catalyzes other oils, which means it helps its effectiveness work. It's also really good for inflammation. So we're going to take a few breaths with our copaiba. And then just put the remainder over where you had your peppermint on your stomach. You might start to feel it activate even more and get more tingly. We're going to work our way into a pigeon pose. So you can start in just a plank. So hands in front of you, underneath your shoulders, flat back. And just gently bring one leg in front, almost at a 90 degrees, being mindful of your knees and your hips. You can always put something under here like a pillow. It should not hurt your knees. If it is hurting, just don't put your leg out. Just do a child's pose. You can also bring your leg in, like it doesn't have to be out this far. It's whatever is comfortable for you and is gonna feel good. So you can stay here in this pose, or if it feels good to you, you can work your way down however far to the ground. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. You'll feel a stretch on the outside of your thigh and your hip, and just notice that and feel into it. It might feel really tight. It might bring a lot of emotion. We store a lot of emotion in our hips. Just noticing what you feel. On your next inhale, gently coming up if you were on the ground. And bringing yourself back to plank. And putting the other leg forward. So you might feel tighter on one side as well, which is normal. Just allow your body to tell you what position and what feels good for you. So if you're gonna stay here, that is totally okay. And if you want, you can bring yourself down to the ground. Just allow yourself to be in rest, but still activating. So still activating those muscles, all those energies and those oils that we've been using through practice. Think about what you want to activate in your life, maybe your relationship, your family, or your work, or your business. What can you activate in your own life, not just in your own practice? And next inhale, slowly making your way out. We'll make our way back into a downward facing dog for a moment. You might want to pedal your legs back and forth. And then just make your way back with the knees to the ground, just in a seated position. We're going to grab our Believe oil next. This is our ether element, so sound, silence, stillness. We're going to put Believe in our left hand. Believe is, as it says, just a powerful oil for our intention, our goals, our dreams. It has some grounding tree oils in it. I know it has fir in it. I think it has citrus as well. Frankincense, which is grounding, balsam fir, and a couple floral oils, so it's a really special oil. We're going to take a few big breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling fully. Just allowing that oil to wash over you. And placing the rest of the oil wherever feels good to you. So maybe it's on the back of your neck, maybe it's on the bottoms of your feet or your stomach, maybe it's on your wrists, wherever feels good to you. It could be in your hair. Wherever feels good, just allow that Believe to wash over you. We're going to do a couple bounded poses before we get into Shavasana. So, have your feet together and your knees out. We're going to do a bound ankle pose. So you might have to put your legs a little bit out or in, whatever's comfortable for you. Don't put a lot of pressure on your knees. You just want to have a nice gentle stretch. So maybe your legs will be closer, maybe they'll be far away, whatever works for you. So feet together and just allow yourself to bend over. With each breath, going a little lower and a little deeper. And remembering what our intention was before we started the practice. What can you activate in your life? Is there a small change that you can make that will improve maybe your sleep, or your happiness, or your routine? Maybe it's your parenting, or your relationship, your business. What can we become intentional with and activate in our life? And your next inhale, just gently making your way back up. Bring your knees together. You might want to rock back and forth. Just get comfortable again. And we're going to end with peace and calming on the bottoms of our feet for Shavasana. So if you've never used peace and calming, it is exactly like the name sounds. It is a great oil for reducing stress and anxiety and just calming, relaxing. It's a great one for sleep and a great one for kiddos. So We're going to put a little bit on the bottoms of our feet. So again, I'm going to start with inhaling, rubbing my hands together, making sure I'm not getting oil in my fingers, taking a few big breaths. And then rubbing the remainder on our feet. Our feet are a great place for oils to work. They have lots of fatty tissue in them, and oils are lipophilic, meaning they love fat. So oils on your feet are a great way to get them into your body. So I'm going to encourage you to lie back in Shavasana, corpse pose, flat on your back, still in silence, and I'm going to walk you through a short meditation. So as you lay here, just allow your body to relax and settle. Think about the intention that you had during the class and what you want to activate. What oil maybe spoke to you? Which one felt like it activated that within your heart and your mind? Just listen to the words of my voice as you lay here. I now release my fears to the earth and ground myself, surrendering to the pull of gravity. I am aware of this moment in time, this breath flowing in and out. I thank my Creator for all my needs being met. I accept any waves of fear and insecurity that arise and now release them, replacing them with waves of love, abundance, satisfaction, blessings, and gratitude. I enjoy my body, which expresses myself as a spirit-guided being. Thank you, Creator. Just allow yourself a few breaths here in silence, and whenever you're ready, you can make your way back to a seated position. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. You are always welcome to join. We have monthly classes online, as well as the link in my bio has links to our YouTube classes, as well as an Aroma Yoga page, which has lots of information about what Aroma Yoga is, about different chakras, different exercises you can do with them, and different oils. So hope you guys have a beautiful morning, and thank you for being here.